before we get into a quick Q&A session,
we have amongst us Mr. Kumail of UBL, who is the CIO. He's been very kind enough to be with us here today. As David pointed out, that UBL is actually our first customer. We're very proud to have them on board in Pakistan as our first customer. They embarked on it about almost a year ago. So I would just like to invite Mr. Kumail to come in and speak a few words about his experience with the digital pen.
Very impressive. I think people must be impressed with what's going on in technology in Pakistan. What Big Ad has done so far for us, we are the first bank to embrace the technology of this magnitude. And it's very simple technologies. I'm not talking about something you have to install servers, you have to install pens, and all that. It's simple technology that we're using. But in order to install the technology, you have to understand that it's not easy just to take a pen and a server and install it. You have to see the underlying processes that you have and you change the process at the same time. What my role, I'm sorry, that for the first time I'm presenting a business topic. I'm a technologist by nature. And I've been given the opportunity to talk about the business at UBL. Say Javed was supposed to be here, who was the customer services executive of UBL, who was taking the lead in this effort where UBL is changing its processes at the same time using technology to change the process. What we have done so far is last year we embarked on a whole BPR effort where we hired a consulting company to get our processes. Why did we do that? Market conditions are changing. New banks are coming in, state banks and regulations out there. We have to comply with ECIB. As the banks are coming in, what we are seeing right now is credit crunch. Customer base is not increasing. We have the same customer base, but we have to target those customers. What is going to change for us is improving customer service. And how we improve customer service is giving things on time, making sure customers are happy with us. What we saw when we first time saw the Big Ad demo, the paper, we were very impressed. We at once we saw how to embrace the technology to help us achieve our objective, which was to make sure that our customers get service faster. How can we improve that? How can we improve customer service? What we have done, I think David has gone through a lot of things that we have looked at. We had a very hard time making a decision on what is the single area that we should focus on. And we have changed our mind several times. I think Nasir will be the first to say that we said we will go with this first, then we go with this first. Then we decided the consumer area or consumer is the best area we should go in because that makes money for us. So what we are doing right now with technology is the same thing that David is talking about. We are trying to put this technology as best as possible. So our sales people have this technology with them, so they can use that working with the customers and getting credit application process faster. In the branches, we're looking at the same process where account opening can be easier. Signatures can be scanned and sent to a server so we can process faster. Customer coming into a branch, what happens is when they come into the branch without the application, sometimes data is inconsistent. We get wrong data. We cannot target the customer for marketing. We want to make sure we have consistent data across UBL so that we can use this data for our marketing efforts. This is technology going to help us that. The fastest speed, like David said, scanning is a technology that's available out there. PTAs are good for us, but those are not efficient for us to use and to make sure that we can serve our customers quickly. We are using technology the best effort possible. So we have chosen several areas based on the we went through the BPR effort. We have selected several areas where we see this technology can benefit us. Like I said, customer consumer application is the first one, account opening form is another one. And we want to make sure that we can use the UBL has got the insurance companies. UBL also have the fund managers. We want to use this application to this limit. We don't know what the limit is right now, but we want to use this so far that we can be the most efficient organization possible. David has gone through and Nasir and Imran has gone through a lot of details and they covered most of our presentation of how this technology can be applicable here. We are excited at UBL to make sure that we are the first ones to start with technology and we want to make sure that we can lead this effort in Pakistan to make sure we can show the banks technology working out. But at the same time, like I said, we have to make sure that our back-end processes are efficient enough to make this change. I'll give one small example. I came to my first job in Pakistan. I came to Pakistan. First time I came, I had a culture shock, like David said, I had a culture shock. What happened was, I was sitting out here, I made an approval, I submitted an email, I approved. Next thing I know, the thing came to me on a thing that please sign it.
what do you mean you sign it? And I have to sign my own email and say I have approved this thing. This is not efficient use of technology. Once we have to show our processes improve, people are given authority to make changes. And we want to be accountable. We say technology is supposed to be used to the best of its ability as possible. So think about it in those terms. We want to make sure we are efficient. If there are people employed, if there are 10 people employed, you cannot say I scanned the application, I send it there, somebody has to print it out and take it for signature somewhere else. That's not the efficient technology. Technology is that you change the process in the back end, make sure you have efficient people who are efficiently deployed at certain places, and people who can be utilized somewhere else. So unless you improve your process in the background, you can take the best technology possible to not make anything out of it. So my suggestion, my recommendation would be that technology really works. It is a technology that can help that can help us achieve our objectives of the bank and any industries. I'm from the banking industry, so I can talk about the banks. But as David has pointed out, this can be utilized in any industry possible. You have to come up with a way of what you want to do. See, this is an idea that has been presented. This idea can be taken forward in multiple ways possible. So, we say you can take my idea and say this is what you can do, but think about it. How can you utilize technology in the way that you can make your organization more efficient? I don't want to take much time, but please, if you have any questions about how we have developed and how we utilize this application, what we do the same way possible. The salesperson go out there in the field, get the form filled, sends the form to the central server. Centralization is the key for our technology. We have centralized this application where people at a central location look at all the applications coming in. So what they do is they correct the mistakes and before it goes to a central server. They make sure that everything is correct before it moves out to the next level. We have utilized the application in such a way that we say workflows will be deployed. So when an application reaches a certain state, a workflow takes over and takes to the next stage. So we want to minimize people manually putting things in there. So that's what I'm saying. The technology is out there, but what are you going to use the technology for? How are you going to supplement the technology moving forward? So you want to minimize the paperwork, you want to minimize the effort that it takes to approve an application. So this is how we are utilizing this application. If you have any questions, anything that you want to know from me and how we have done it, I'm most happy to answer it. David is here, these guys are here. They can also help you in achieving the objectives that you have for your organization.